After 60, it feels like every magazine, TV ad, and well-meaning friend is suggesting some kind of supplement. Fish oil for your heart. Calcium for your bones. Multivitamins to fill in the gaps. And then there's magnesium, potassium, zinc, vitamin D. The list is endless. For many seniors, supplements have become part of a daily ritual. Maybe you start your morning with coffee and a handful of pills that promise energy, longevity, or immunity. But what if I told you that some of the most common supplements seniors take could actually be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your kidneys? That's right. While supplements seem harmless, after all, they're just nutrients, right? Your kidneys don't see them that way. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering waste, balancing fluids, and regulating minerals in the blood. And when you overload them with certain nutrients in concentrated supplement form, you may be silently pushing them toward damage or even failure. One man I spoke with, Tom, age 67, had no history of kidney issues. But after starting a high-dose vitamin D regimen and combining it with calcium and magnesium, he started experiencing fatigue, swelling in his legs, and lab tests that showed declining kidney function. His doctor traced it back to the supplements, particularly the combination of vitamin D and calcium, which we'll get into shortly. In this video, I'll walk you through 4 specific supplements that may be overloading your kidneys if you're over 60. And more importantly, I'll explain why, how to spot the danger signs, and what safer alternatives might exist. We'll also dive into how your kidneys process nutrients differently as you age, why normal doses aren't always safe for seniors, and the role that hydration, diet, and medication interactions play in this delicate balance. If you've ever been told to just take a multivitamin, or if you've ever purchased a supplement based on something you read online or heard from a neighbor, this video is for you. And no, I'm not saying supplements are bad. In fact, some can be helpful when prescribed appropriately. But there are 4 in particular that too many people over 60 are taking without understanding the risks, especially to their kidneys. Let's start with the first supplement on the list. It's one of the most common but also one of the most misunderstood: calcium. We've all heard the message for years. As you get older, you need more calcium to protect your bones. It's been repeated so often that it feels like an unshakable truth. But here's what most people don't know. After 60, especially for those with even mild kidney issues, calcium supplements can be dangerous. Calcium is filtered through the kidneys. When it's consumed through food, like leafy greens, tofu, or dairy, the body absorbs what it needs and expels the rest gradually. But when you take high doses of calcium in pill form, especially when combined with vitamin D, the kidneys may struggle to keep up. The result? Excess calcium in the bloodstream can lead to something called vascular calcification. Essentially, your blood vessels begin to harden. This puts additional strain on your heart and increases your risk of cardiovascular disease. Worse, it can contribute to the formation of kidney stones, hard, painful mineral buildups that can block the urinary tract and severely damage kidney tissue. And here's the kicker. Many seniors are taking far more calcium than they need. The recommended daily intake for older adults is about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams. But with fortified foods and multiple supplements, it's easy to hit 1,500 or even 2,000 milligrams daily without realizing it. That's exactly what happened to Linda, age 72. Her doctor recommended calcium for her osteopenia, and she began taking 2 500 milligrams tablets daily, plus a multivitamin and drinking calcium-fortified orange juice. Within months, she began to experience back pain and increased urinary frequency. A CT scan revealed 2 kidney stones. Her doctor was shocked, but when her intake was reviewed, the calcium load was simply too high for her kidneys to process. So what's the safer option? Focus on getting your calcium from food first. Cooked kale, bok choy, almonds, tofu, and canned sardines are all kidney-friendly calcium sources. If you must take a supplement, work with your doctor to determine the lowest effective dose, and always monitor kidney function with regular blood and urine tests. And if you're already taking a calcium supplement, especially alongside vitamin D, don't panic, but do bring it up at your next checkup. You might be overdoing it without knowing. Let's move on to the second supplement, one that's often taken for muscle cramps, sleep, and energy, but can quietly interfere with kidney health when misused. That's magnesium. Magnesium is essential for over 300 enzymatic processes in your body. It supports nerve function, blood pressure, and muscle movement. But when it comes to supplements, seniors over 60 should be very cautious, especially those with even mild kidney impairment. Unlike calcium, which builds up in the body, magnesium is usually excreted efficiently until kidney function starts to decline. After 60, even people with no known kidney disease may experience reduced filtration rate, and that changes the way magnesium is processed. The issue is that magnesium supplements are often sold in very high doses. Over-the-counter products can contain 250 to 500 milligrams per serving, while the recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for seniors is closer to 320 milligrams for women and 420 milligrams for men, including dietary intake. So if you're already eating spinach, nuts, beans, or whole grains, you're probably getting a lot from food already. Then there's the type of magnesium. Some forms, like magnesium oxide or citrate, are poorly absorbed and tend to cause digestive side effects. Others, like magnesium aspartate, are more bioavailable but may accumulate in people with compromised kidney function. One 66-year-old viewer named Jerry shared his experience. He started taking magnesium for leg cramps at night. After a few months, he developed nausea, confusion, and heart palpitations. Lab tests revealed high magnesium levels and reduced eGFR. His kidneys weren't filtering fast enough. The magnesium had built up in his system, slowly poisoning him without obvious signs at first. This is especially important for those taking magnesium-containing antacids or laxatives, common among seniors. These can deliver even higher doses without warning. So how can you protect yourself? First, don't take magnesium unless your doctor has tested your levels and identified a deficiency. Second, if you do need it, ask for a low-dose, kidney-safe form such as magnesium glycinate, and have your kidney function checked every 3 to 6 months. Remember, magnesium in food is safe and beneficial. Supplements are where problems can start, especially after 60. Next, let's talk about supplement number 3, one that's widely praised for heart health but can silently worsen kidney stress: fish oil. Fish oil has been touted as a miracle supplement. Omega-3 fatty acids are linked to lower inflammation, better heart health, and even improved brain function. But for seniors over 60, especially those with underlying kidney concerns, fish oil supplements can present unexpected problems. The first issue is dosage. Many fish oil supplements contain 1,000 milligrams or more of omega-3s per capsule, and people often take 2 or 3 a day. That's far more than the amount typically consumed from food. When taken at such high doses, fish oil can thin the blood, interfere with medications like blood pressure drugs or anticoagulants, and place additional strain on the kidneys, which are responsible for filtering the byproducts of fatty acid metabolism. In people with reduced kidney function, studies have shown that high doses of fish oil may not offer the same benefits as they do in healthier individuals. In fact, some research suggests that excessive fish oil supplementation may raise the risk of bleeding, elevate creatinine levels, and affect how the kidneys handle waste filtration. Let's take the example of Joyce, age 70. She had a mild decline in kidney function, nothing serious, and started taking high-potency fish oil for her cholesterol. After 6 months, her labs showed a spike in creatinine and a drop in eGFR. Her doctor initially suspected progression of kidney disease, but after reviewing her supplements, they realized the fish oil dosage was simply too high. Joyce switched to a diet rich in omega-3 foods, wild salmon, flax seeds, walnuts, and saw her kidney function stabilize within 2 months. It's important to note, fish oil isn't bad. But for seniors, the key is moderation and getting omega-3s primarily through food. If you are prescribed fish oil, ask your doctor about the right dose, and request regular kidney function monitoring. And if you're already eating fish a few times a week, you may not need the supplement at all. Now let's move on to the fourth supplement, perhaps the most controversial one on the list: protein powders. When most people think of protein powder, they think of athletes, bodybuilders, or fitness enthusiasts trying to bulk up. But in recent years, there's been a huge push to encourage older adults to increase their protein intake, especially to prevent muscle loss after 60. And yes, maintaining muscle mass is critically important as we age. But the problem isn't with protein itself, it's with the concentrated form it often comes in: powders, shakes, and bars. Protein powders are heavily marketed as a convenient way to meet your daily needs. But for many seniors, especially those with reduced kidney function, even mildly reduced, these products can do more harm than good. Here's why. When you consume protein in large concentrated doses, like a 30-gram protein shake, your kidneys have to work extra hard to break down and excrete the byproducts. This includes nitrogen, urea, and creatinine. These waste products are normally filtered out through the urine. But in aging kidneys, the filtration process slows down. Over time, this extra strain can accelerate the decline of kidney function. What's more, many protein powders contain additives, artificial sweeteners, and even hidden amounts of phosphorus or potassium, two minerals that are often restricted in people with kidney concerns. These extra ingredients can quietly compound the problem without you realizing it. Take Robert, 74, who began using a whey protein shake every morning after seeing an ad about muscle loss prevention. After 6 months, his routine blood work showed higher than normal creatinine and a reduced glomerular filtration rate. His diet hadn't changed and he wasn't taking new medications. The only change? That daily shake. After working with a renal dietitian, he cut back on the shake and began incorporating more natural protein sources, like eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, and soft-cooked chicken. Within a few months, his kidney function stabilized. The truth is, older adults do need adequate protein, but most don't need 30 or 40 grams in a single drink. It's better to spread protein intake evenly throughout the day using whole foods that your body can digest slowly and efficiently. If you've been relying on protein powders, especially multiple times a day, it's time to reassess. Talk to your doctor or a renal dietitian, get your kidney function tested regularly, and ask whether a whole food-based approach might be better suited for your body, especially after 60. Now that we've covered the 4 major supplements that can overload your kidneys, let's talk about something just as important: how to protect your kidneys if you're already taking supplements, and how to safely adjust your routine without risking deficiencies. If you've been taking any of the supplements we've talked about, calcium, magnesium, fish oil, or protein powders, you might be wondering, should I stop immediately? Am I in danger? What should I be doing instead? First, don't panic. The most important thing is awareness. Many seniors take supplements without ever discussing them with their doctor, assuming they're harmless because they're natural or vitamins. But as we've seen, your kidneys, especially after age 60, can be more sensitive than you think. So here's what to do next. Start by making a full list of every supplement you take, even if it's just occasionally. Include over-the-counter vitamins, minerals, powders, herbal teas, and even things like melatonin or magnesium sprays. Then bring that list to your next checkup. Ask your doctor, are any of these potentially hard on my kidneys? Don't be afraid to request a kidney function test, especially if it hasn't been done recently. Second, focus on getting your nutrients from food first. Your body is better equipped to handle nutrients in their natural form, through balanced meals, than in concentrated pills or powders. If you need more protein, reach for eggs, soft-cooked chicken, or lentils. For omega-3s, try salmon or flaxseed. For magnesium, enjoy pumpkin seeds, spinach, or beans. And for calcium, turn to tofu, leafy greens, and dairy if tolerated. If you do need a supplement, perhaps due to a deficiency, choose the lowest effective dose. More is not always better, especially when it comes to minerals and kidney load. Ask your healthcare provider whether there's a kidney-safe version of what you're taking. For example, magnesium glycinate is often better tolerated than magnesium oxide, and calcium citrate is less likely to cause stones than calcium carbonate. Hydration also matters. Many seniors are mildly dehydrated, which makes the kidneys work harder. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps flush out excess minerals and reduces the risk of stone formation and filtration overload. Also, watch for signs of kidney stress. Fatigue, swelling in the ankles or face, foamy urine, muscle cramps, or changes in urination patterns. These may be early warnings that something isn't right. And finally, always be cautious of supplement trends. Just because something is popular doesn't mean it's safe for every body, especially aging bodies. Your kidneys work quietly 24/7 to keep your blood clean and your body balanced. After 60, they deserve extra care and attention. By being mindful of your supplements and choosing whole foods when possible, you can protect your kidney function and continue aging in strength, not in silence. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more senior health tips every week. Share this with a friend or family member who might be taking supplements without realizing the risks. And in the comments, let us know, are you taking any of these? Have you talked to your doctor about them? Stay healthy, stay informed, and take good care of those kidneys. See you next time.